In my marriage and fathering and relationships, I've never felt good enough, and so.
Kirk Franklin has been hiding something for years, and now, at 54, he's finally ready to reveal it. What he shares will shock you. Stay tuned to uncover the truth we all feared. Kirk Franklin's journey to fame is nothing short of inspiring. Born on January the 26th, 1970, in Fort Worth, Texas, Franklin's early life was marked by hardship and struggle. Abandoned by his mother, he was raised by his great-aunt, Gertrude, who recognized his musical talent at a young age. She began collecting aluminum cans for his piano lessons when he was 4. Franklin's childhood was not easy. Growing up in a tough neighborhood, he faced numerous challenges that could have easily derailed his path. But his great-aunt's unwavering support and his love for music kept him grounded. From a young age, Franklin was drawn to gospel music. The church became his sanctuary where he found solace and purpose. By the age of 11, he was leading the choir at his church. Despite his passion for music, Franklin faced difficulties fitting in at school. He struggled with self-esteem and often felt like an outsider. But these challenges only fueled his determination to succeed. At age 15, Franklin faced one of the most pivotal moments of his life. He had the opportunity to record his first gospel song, "He's Able," which quickly gained attention. This experience was the catalyst that pushed Franklin to pursue music seriously. But his journey was far from smooth. He faced numerous setbacks and rejections, which tested his faith and resolve. And just when you think you know Kirk's story, a twist changes everything. Despite the challenges, Franklin's passion for music never waned. He continued to hone his craft, blending traditional gospel music with contemporary sounds. This unique approach set him apart from other gospel artists of his time. In 1992, he formed the group Kirk Franklin and the Family. This was a turning point in his career. The group's debut album, released in 1993, instantly succeeded. It topped the Billboard gospel charts for 42 weeks and eventually went platinum. This success was unprecedented for a gospel album, catapulting Franklin into the national spotlight. However, success came with its own set of challenges. Franklin faced criticism from some traditionalists in the gospel community who felt that his music was too secular. But Franklin remained undeterred. He believed in his vision and was determined to bring gospel music to a wider audience. His willingness to push boundaries and challenge the status quo paid off. His music began to resonate with people from all walks of life, transcending the traditional gospel audience. In the years that followed, Franklin released a string of successful albums that further solidified his place in the music industry. His ability to connect with audiences through his music was unmatched. Songs like "Stomp" and "Lean on Me" became anthems, not just within the gospel community, but also in mainstream music. Franklin's music was a breath of fresh air, and it brought a new energy to gospel music. But what happened next in Kirk Franklin's life is something no one saw coming. As Franklin's fame grew, so did his influence. He became a trailblazer, breaking down barriers and opening doors for future generations of gospel artists. His success wasn't just about the music, it was about the message. Franklin's music spoke to the struggles and triumphs of everyday life, and it offered hope and inspiration to millions of people around the world. But beneath the surface, Franklin was battling his own demons. He struggled with feelings of inadequacy and guilt, stemming from his troubled past. These feelings often left him questioning his worthiness and his place in the music industry. Despite his success, Franklin never forgot where he came from. He remained grounded and committed to his faith, using his platform to inspire and uplift others. And just when you think Kirk Franklin's journey couldn't get more inspiring, a new challenge emerges. Franklin's journey continues to inspire, and his music remains a powerful force in the lives of millions. As he continues to break new ground and take on new challenges, One thing is certain, Kirk Franklin's story is far from over, and the world is eagerly watching to see what he does next. The struggle behind the spotlight. Kirk Franklin's early life was filled with challenges, but as he grew older, the pressures of fame and the unresolved pain from his past began to weigh heavily on him. Despite his outward success, Franklin struggled with feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. He often felt like an outsider, even in the gospel music community that he had helped revolutionize. These feelings were compounded by the guilt and shame he carried from his childhood experiences, including being abandoned by his mother and raised in a difficult environment. As Franklin's career took off, so did the pressures that came with it. The expectations to constantly deliver hit records and maintain a public persona took a toll on his mental health. Behind the scenes, Franklin was battling depression, a struggle that he kept hidden from the public for many years. He often felt overwhelmed by the demands of his career and the weight of his past, leading to a deep sense of hopelessness. Depression is a heavy burden to bear, especially for someone in the public eye. Franklin felt the pressure to always appear strong and positive, which only deepened his internal struggle. The more he tried to hide his pain, the more it consumed him. He turned to unhealthy coping mechanisms, including addiction, to numb the pain. Franklin has been candid about his battle with pornography addiction, which began in his youth and persisted into his adult life. This addiction became a source of shame and secrecy, further isolating him from those around him. But there's one struggle Kirk never talked about until now. Kirk Franklin's addiction had a significant impact on his personal life, particularly his marriage to Tammy Collins, whom he married in 1996. The addiction created a barrier between them, leading to feelings of distrust and emotional distance. Franklin's guilt over his addiction was compounded by his role as a leader in the gospel community, where he was expected to uphold high moral standards. This internal conflict made it difficult for him to seek help or confide in others about his struggles. The turning point in Franklin's battle with addiction came when he decided to confront it head-on. He realized he could no longer live a double life, hiding his struggles while presenting a polished image to the world. With the support of his wife and close friends, Franklin sought therapy and counseling to address his addiction and the underlying issues that fueled it. This was not an easy journey, but it was a necessary one for Franklin to find healing and redemption. And you won't believe the personal breakthroughs he achieved through this struggle. The impact of Franklin's struggles extended beyond his personal life and into his career. During the height of his addiction, Franklin found it difficult to focus on his music and his ministry. The creative process, which had once been a source of joy and fulfillment, became a challenge. Franklin's depression and addiction sapped his energy and motivation, making it difficult for him to perform at his best. He often questioned his ability to continue making music and wondered if he would ever be able to overcome his demons. Franklin's story is one of resilience and faith. Despite the darkness he faced, he never lost sight of his belief in God and the power of redemption. His music became an outlet for his pain and a way to connect with others who were going through similar struggles. Franklin's transparency about his battles resonated with many of his fans, who saw him in a reflection of their own challenges. His willingness to be vulnerable and honest about his struggles helped to break the stigma surrounding mental health and addiction, particularly within the church community. Discover how his new music reflects his journey through pain and recovery. As Franklin began to heal, his music took on new depth and authenticity. He channeled his pain into songs that spoke to the struggles of life and the hope that can be found in faith. Albums like The Rebirth of Kirk Franklin and Hero were not just commercial successes, but also personal testimonies of Franklin's journey through the valley of despair and into the light of recovery. These albums resonated with fans on a deep level as they reflected the raw emotions and experiences that many people face in their own lives. But there's one more battle Kirk had to fight before finding peace. Despite the progress Franklin made in his personal life, the battle with depression was one that he continued to face. Depression is not something that simply goes away. It's a lifelong struggle that requires ongoing care and attention. Franklin has spoken openly about the importance of therapy, faith, and support from loved ones in managing his mental health. He has also emphasized the need for the church community to be more open and supportive of those who are struggling with mental health issues. Franklin's journey through depression and addiction has made him a stronger person and a more powerful voice in the gospel music industry. His music is a testament to the power of faith and the importance of being honest about one's struggles. Franklin's willingness to share his story has helped to break down barriers and create a space for others to seek help and find healing. Today, Kirk Franklin continues to inspire millions with his music and his message of hope. His story is a reminder that no matter how successful someone appears on the outside, everyone has their own battles to fight. Franklin's journey is far from over, but he has shown that with faith, resilience, and the support of loved ones, it is possible to overcome even the darkest of times. The family controversies. Kirk Franklin married Tammy Collins in 1996, and together they have built a family that includes 4 children: Carrion, Kennedy, Keziah, and Carrington, whom Franklin adopted after marrying Tammy. From the outside, Franklin's family appeared to be a picture of success and unity, with Franklin often speaking about the importance of faith, family, and forgiveness in his life. He has frequently shared moments from his family's life on social media, highlighting the close bond he has with his wife and children. But beneath the glossy surface, there are deep and painful struggles. Stay tuned to find out what's really been happening behind closed doors. Franklin has always been open about the challenges of balancing his demanding career with his responsibilities as a husband and father. In interviews, he has talked about the importance of being present for his family, even as he juggles his work in the music industry. Franklin's commitment to his family is evident in the way he speaks about them, often expressing deep love and gratitude for the support they have provided him throughout his career. However, beneath the surface, there have been struggles that have tested the strength of these relationships. One of the most publicized controversies involving Franklin's family centers around his strained relationship with his eldest son, Carrion. Over the years, the relationship between Kirk and Carrion has been marked by tension and conflict, much of which has remained private until recently. In March 2021, this tension spilled into the public domain when Carrion leaked a recording of a heated argument between him and his father. In the recording, Franklin can be heard using harsh language and expressing frustration with his son, leading to a media firestorm. And the real story behind the recording is even more shocking. Find out what led to this explosive public fallout. The leaked audio quickly went viral, sparking a wave of criticism and concern from the public. Many were shocked to hear Franklin, known for his inspirational music and positive image, speaking so harshly to his son. The incident led to widespread speculation about the nature of their relationship and the underlying issues that had led to such a confrontation. Carrion's decision to make the recording public added another layer of complexity to the situation, raising questions about the motivations behind the leak and the potential impact on their already strained relationship. Franklin responded to the controversy by addressing it directly on social media. In a video posted to his Instagram account, Franklin apologized for his language during the argument, acknowledging that he had lost his temper in the heat of the moment. He explained that he and Carrion had been in a troubled relationship for many years, despite efforts to work through their differences through therapy and counseling. Franklin expressed deep regret for the way the situation had escalated and for the pain it had caused both his family and his fans. But the impact of this public feud goes far beyond what you might think. Discover how it reshaped Franklin's life and career. The public nature of the rift between Kirk and Carrion has had a significant impact on Franklin's life and career. For Franklin, the controversy was a painful reminder of the challenges of being a parent, especially when dealing with adult children who may have their own struggles and issues. The incident also highlighted the difficulty of maintaining privacy in a world where personal matters can easily become public fodder, particularly for someone as high profile as Franklin. The situation with Carrion also brought to light the complexities of fatherhood, particularly when dealing with a child who may be grappling with her own emotional and psychological challenges. Franklin has spoken about the difficulties of parenting a son who has, at times, rejected the values and guidance that Franklin has tried to instill. The rift between Carrion has been a source of deep pain for Franklin, who has always prided himself on being a dedicated father. Despite the turmoil, there is a glimmer of hope. Stay tuned to see how Franklin and his family are working towards healing and reconciliation. In the wake of the controversy, Franklin and his family have worked to rebuild their relationships and heal the wounds that have been exposed. Franklin has emphasized the importance of forgiveness and understanding, both within his family and in the broader context of his faith. He has also continued to express his love for Carrion, despite the challenges they have faced, and has reiterated his commitment to supporting his son in any way he can. The controversy with Carrion has not only affected Franklin personally, but has also had an impact on his public image. As a prominent figure in the gospel music industry, Franklin is held to a high standard by his fans and the broader Christian community. The incident has forced Franklin to confront the reality that even those who appear to have it all together can face significant struggles in their personal lives. It has also served as a reminder that everyone, regardless of their public persona, is human and capable of making mistakes. The impact on his faith and music. Kirk Franklin's journey through life has been a roller coaster of highs and lows, with his personal and family struggles profoundly influencing his music. As a gospel artist, Franklin has always drawn inspiration from his faith, but the challenges he faced in his personal life have added a deeper, more poignant dimension to his work. His music, known for its powerful messages of hope, redemption, and forgiveness, reflects the trials he has endured and the strength he has found in his faith. Kirk Franklin's music has always been a reflection of his inner life, his thoughts, his emotions, and most importantly, his faith. However, as he encountered personal struggles, including his battles with depression, addiction, and the highly publicized rift between his son, Carrion, these challenges began to leave a noticeable mark on his work. His experiences with pain and heartache allowed him to create music that resonates deeply with those who are going through similar struggles, offering them a sense of solace and understanding. One of the most significant ways these struggles influenced his music was through the raw honesty that began to permeate his lyrics. Franklin's music has always been known for its emotional depth, but his more recent work carries an even greater weight as he grapples with the complexity of life and faith. His songs often reflect a journey, a path from darkness to light, from despair to hope. This is particularly evident in his album Losing My Religion, 2015, where Franklin explores themes of doubt, struggle, and the search for meaning in a world that often feels chaotic and unforgiving. But the real question is how these personal battles have reshaped the very essence of his music. Stay tuned to uncover the true impact of Franklin's journey. For Franklin, music became a way to process the pain he was experiencing. In interviews, he has spoken about how writing and performing allowed him to confront his own demons, turning his struggles into something beautiful and uplifting. This process not only helped him heal, but also provided inspiration for others who were going through their own battles. Franklin's willingness to be vulnerable in his music, sharing his doubts, fears, and failures, made his work more relatable and impactful, allowing him to connect with his audience on a deeper level. The raw emotion and honesty in Franklin's recent work have struck a chord with listeners. His struggles with depression and addiction, once private battles, have become the fuel for songs that speak directly to the heart of his audience. Tracks like "Wanna Be Happy," "From Losing My Religion" delve into the concept of true happiness and inner peace, reflecting Franklin's personal quest for reconciliation and healing. The song encourages listeners to seek out inner contentment and find joy in their faith, resonating deeply with those who have faced similar trials. Redemption and forgiveness are central themes in Kirk Franklin's music, and they have taken on even greater significance as he has navigated the challenges in his personal life. These themes are not just abstract concepts for Franklin, they are the very essence of his journey. His music often tells stories of brokenness and healing, reflecting his belief that no matter how far one has fallen, there is always a path to redemption through faith and grace. One of the most powerful examples of these themes can be found in his song "Imagine Me" from the album Hero in 2005. In this song, Franklin speaks to the transformative power of forgiveness, both giving and receiving it. The lyrics describe the process of letting go of past hurts and embracing a new identity in Christ, free from the chains of guilt and shame. This message of liberation through forgiveness is one that Franklin has had to live out in his own life, particularly in the context of his relationship with his son Carrion. And his personal battles have only deepened the meaning of these themes. Find out how Franklin's own experiences have brought new life to his music. The public rift with Carrion has forced Franklin to confront the very themes he sings about: redemption, forgiveness, and the unconditional love that should define a father-son relationship. Despite the pain and betrayal he felt, Franklin has consistently expressed his desire to reconcile with his son, demonstrating the power of forgiveness in action. This personal struggle has undoubtedly influenced his music, giving it an added layer of authenticity and depth. In songs like "Wanna Be Happy," "From Losing My Religion," Franklin tackles the idea that true happiness comes not from external circumstances, but from inner peace and reconciliation, both with oneself and with others. The song encourages listeners to seek healing and redemption, echoing Franklin's own journey of forgiving himself and others. His music thus becomes a vehicle for promoting the very values that have guided him through his darkest times. But the story doesn't end there. Discover how Franklin's evolving faith and personal struggles continue to shape his music in profound ways. Kirk Franklin's willingness to share his personal struggles through his music has had a profound impact on his career and his audience. His honesty and vulnerability have allowed his music to become a source of comfort and inspiration for many who are facing their own difficulties. Franklin's journey through pain and healing has not only enriched his own life, but has also provided a powerful testament to the enduring strength of faith and the transformative power of forgiveness. Today, Franklin's music continues to resonate with listeners around the world, offering hope and encouragement to those who need it most. His ability to turn his struggles into songs of redemption and faith demonstrates the power of art to heal and inspire. As Franklin looks to the future, his music remains a reflection of his ongoing journey, a journey marked by resilience, faith, and a deep commitment to sharing his story with the world. The testing of his faith. The challenges Franklin has faced have also tested his faith in profound ways. As a gospel artist, Franklin's faith is central to his identity, but the trials he has endured have forced him to wrestle with difficult questions about God, suffering, and the purpose of pain. These encounters have deepened his faith, even as they have shaken it, leading him to a more nuanced and mature understanding of what it means to trust in God. Franklin's faith was particularly tested during his struggles with depression and addiction. battles that are often stigmatized within the church. In addressing these issues openly, Franklin has challenged the notion that faith alone is enough to overcome such struggles, instead of advocating for a more compassionate and holistic approach that includes seeking help and support from others. His music reflects this understanding, offering a message of hope that is grounded in reality, not in a denial of pain, but in a recognition that healing is a journey that requires both faith and action. But what happens when faith meets the harsh reality of personal struggles? In recent years, Franklin's music has become a testament to the resilience of faith in the face of adversity. Albums like Long Live Love 2019 showcase his unwavering belief in the power of love and grace, even when life is at its most challenging. The album's lead single, Love Theory, is a joyful declaration of the transformative power of God is love, a theme that runs through all of Franklin's work. Franklin's ability to create music that speaks to the human experience, its struggles, its sorrows, and its joys, has made him one of the most influential figures in gospel music. His songs are not just about praising God, but about finding God in the midst of life's trials. In this way, his music offers a message of hope that is both deeply personal and universally resonant, reminding listeners that even in the darkest times, there is always a path to redemption and a reason to keep believing. Kirk Franklin's revelation at 54. At 54, Kirk Franklin has become a living legend in the gospel music world, but there's more to his story than meets the eye. Recently, Franklin has begun to open up about the personal struggles and hidden truths that have shaped his life and career. One of the most significant revelations he has made concerns the deep pain he has carried for years, pain that he had kept hidden from the public until now. Franklin has revealed that his struggles with depression and addiction were far more intense than he had previously admitted. For years, he battled these demons in silence, fearing that speaking out would undermine his role as a leader in the gospel community. This revelation has changed how many people view Franklin, offering a new understanding of the man behind the music. It has also sparked important conversations about mental health, particularly within the church, where such issues are often stigmatized. How has Franklin's openness about his struggles shifted the narrative of his career? Franklin's willingness to share his truth has not only been cathartic for him, but also has inspired others to confront their own struggles. This honesty has deepened the connection between Franklin and his fans, proving that even those who seem strong can face immense challenges. Kirk Franklin's revelation about his struggles with depression and addiction stunned his fans and the gospel music community. Known for his vibrant energy and unwavering faith, Franklin's admission was both shocking and deeply moving. The immediate response was overwhelmingly supportive, with fans flooding social media with messages of love, encouragement, and prayers. Hashtags like #PrayForKirk trended as people shared their own stories, inspired by his bravery. The gospel community, often hesitant to address mental health openly, found itself at a crossroads. Franklin's honesty forced a conversation about the importance of mental health in the church, a topic that had been largely ignored. Many fellow artists and gospel leaders praised Franklin for his courage, acknowledging that his openness could lead to greater understanding and compassion within the community. How has Franklin's courageous admission shifted the conversations within the gospel community? While some critics questioned whether this revelation might tarnish Franklin's image, the majority saw it as a powerful testament to his authenticity. His willingness to share such a personal battle only strengthened his connection with his audience, showing that even those who lead others in faith are not immune to life's struggles. Beyond the gospel world, Franklin's story resonated with the broader public, particularly in the African American community, where mental health issues are often stigmatized. His openness contributed to a wider cultural conversation about the importance of addressing mental health without shame. Let's see the impact of Franklin's revelation and the implications for mental health advocacy. As the public continues to process this revelation, all eyes are on Franklin to see how this moment will shape his future music and message. His story is far from over, and the impact of his words will likely ripple through the community for years to come. Kirk Franklin's journey is far from over. As he steps into his new chapter of his life, many wonder what lies ahead for the gospel icon. With his recent revelations behind him, Franklin is poised to bring even more depth and honesty to his music. Fans eagerly anticipate his next album, which promises to be a powerful reflection of his struggles, faith, and redemption. This could mark a new era in his career, one where he continues to push boundaries and inspire others through his vulnerability. Beyond music, Franklin might also focus on healing old wounds, particularly within his family. The possibility of reconciliation with his son and mending strained relationships looms large as a potential part of his journey forward. His public engagements will likely take on a more profound tone as he uses his platform to advocate for mental health awareness and to encourage others facing similar battles. Curious about the untold stories of your favorite stars? Don't wait, click on our next video right now. There's so much more to uncover, and you won't want to miss a second.